All right, so Leafs Lightning Game 4. All you really need to know about this game is Andrei Vasilevsky's 15-0 after a playoff loss. So good luck to Toronto. I fully expect, Tampa to even this up here. They already blew one at home. Tampa is the champs for a reason. That doesn't mean I don't think Toronto has a chance in this game. If they can somehow come out and survive what is sure to be an onslaught in the beginning of the game, Toronto might be able to, you're going to have to keep it within a couple of goals here. Don't let Tampa run away with this thing. Because if you give Vasilevsky too much support, you just may as well pack it up for Game 5, which we anticipate 7 out of this series. So, hey, look, the rest of, you've seen my Panthers. They're hoping to tie the series. Boston just tied the series up today, right? 2-2. All right, even the Rangers and Penguins. What's going on there? Everybody kind of thought, most of us kind of thought, Shesterkin was going to dominate that series. So the only thing that's really going away, you kind of would have expected it, is Colorado scoring 14 goals a game, and that's what champions do, even though they're not the champions yet. At this pace, that's where they're headed. So what you need out of both these teams here today, like I said, Toronto's got to survive the onslaught. Tampa, just do your thing. If Tampa just goes out and plays their game, Cooper had an interesting comment talking about how he doesn't feel like Toronto at any point has been the better team in this series. That's confident coach. That is a confident coach. I wish my Panthers had a confident veteran coach, but we don't. So, all right. So should I predict the score? Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and go with 7-3. Yeah, 7-3 Tampa, and the 3 might be generous, but Vasilevsky won't be perfect, but he won't need to be. All right, so it's 3-0 Tampa after 1. Now, I know there's new people to the channel, so first let me say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you find this content amusing, please subscribe, because as my Panthers inevitably get eliminated here at some point, I'll be switching to full NHL content and not looking back. Not dropping the Panthers. I will still be the Panther guy, but I'm going to be doing full-time NHL as well. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because if you've been with this channel long enough, you know what happens when I praise guys. This is my bad, Toronto. Toronto fans, this one's on me. Because at the end of the game, at the end of the recap Game 3, I praised Campbell. I heavily praised Campbell. I apologize. I usually I just can't praise guys in the middle of a game, or else if I do, their game turns to shit. But there does happen to be a rare player that is so sensitive to my praising that they immediately go out the next game and look terrible. And while you're not exactly going to blame it all on Campbell, he's obviously not performing the way he has in the previous games. I think at one point it was 3 goals on 8 shots, I believe. But that's Tampa. All right, these guys are the champs twice for a reason, and they don't have any intent on going away. Not surprised to see them come out just absolutely. They had 2 goals in the first 5 minutes, basically. Vasilevsky really hasn't had to do a whole hell of a lot. Toronto hit a post. They've had some multiple opportunities, but they're overpassing. Just that one pass too many. They had a power play, and they're just looking. They're looking for that perfect pass rather than just taking shots. You got to get pucks on Vasilevsky. If you're not going to beat this guy with a 30-shot game here. You're going to have to get up to 50 shots in this game if you're going to want to win. Keep the pressure on them, but. Yeah, and there's no expectation here that Tampa's going to blow this lead. All right, so it's 5-0 Tampa after 2. Toronto fans, I feel your pain. I'm a Panther fan. I can empathize and sympathize. And all of the other thighs, I can feel you. Every time you think your team is going to turn a corner and win a round, kaputs. And of course, I'm not saying the series is over, obviously not. But Campbell's gone. I guess the way to pronounce this kid's last name is Shulman. That's what I think I've been hearing. It ain't spelt that way. But they showed a shot of him after 4-0. Kind of looking like Opie from the Andy Griffith Show. He just had, his eyes were as big as saucers, poor kid. And Campbell didn't have it tonight. Right now there's 5 goals on 19 shots, and a few of those are Shulman's. And look, when you're getting deked by Pat Maroon, it might not be your night. Might not be your night. The Lightning fourth line, though, you have to give them credit. They've been on the ice the entire night, and they are just taking it. They're just taking it to you guys, taking it to the Leafs. Disappointed. I want to watch a good hockey game. This is not a good hockey game. This is not. So, Toronto. Look, this is my theory about this game, and then we'll move on to the post game once this thing ends up over. What I think happened here, and I know there's some of you who are new to the channel, so it's sarcasm, but I think Toronto looked at this game and figured there was like little to no chance that Tampa was going to lose this game anyway. And instead of killing themselves and going out and expending all of their energy losing a 3-2 overtime game, they just figured, screw it, we'll throw it. We'll throw it. Because that's the effort level that's out there right now. It's very palpable that, yeah, Tampa showed up. But Toronto has shown zero fight. None whatsoever. And, when your goalie, I think it was the 4th or the 5th goal, Campbell looking at his glove, it was an absolutely just weak, greasy goal. And it hit his glove. It literally, in his defense, looked like it went through the mesh in his glove. I don't think that that's possible, but apparently he does because he was looking at his glove. It's not a good sign. So, this series fixing to get evened up. Let's move on to the third and finish this up. Alright, so, I'll tell you what. I got to start placing some money on my score predictions. If you guys who watch me do the Panther videos, you know this year I've been getting ridiculously accurate with the score. It was 5-0 after 2. And the best thing about that period for me was watching everything that had to happen to get to 7-3, like I predicted in the beginning of the video. You could just feel it. You could just feel it. You knew that Tampa was going to come out and just absolutely try to make another statement game. There's just somehow, now the Leafs have an opportunity to do this. Tampa is not really fixing to lose 2 games in a row here in the postseason. But Toronto can win the series without Tampa having to lose 2 in a row. It's the way they're going to have to do it. I pretty much assume this is going 7 games. Hopefully my Panthers will go 7 games as well. So you'd have a Game 7 at Toronto, a Game 7 at Florida. That would be fun if we win. So... All right, now a whole lot to say about the rest of that game. If any other team, I would be a little bit concerned if I was a Lightning fan about bad habits creeping in, but no, I don't think so. It got a little bit probably closer than they would have liked to have gotten. I think after the second goal, you would have liked to have seen Tampa tighten up and shut it down, but. Nothing to worry about there. And in terms of the Leafs, look, you give crap effort, you're going to get a crap result, right? Just from the opening whistle. Not going to say Toronto didn't show up completely. They made a little bit of effort in the third period. But they came out in this game like a team that figured, all right, we're going back 2-2. I just did not see a team that wanted this one at all. And by contrast, Tampa, look, when you're getting, like I said, when Pat Maroon and Colton, and these are the guys, and Perry had a hell of a game, when you're getting schooled by the other team's fourth line, you're not working. And that's the bottom line. Shallgren, it's not Shallmin. Before somebody corrects me, I for some reason in the second period I didn't hear the G, but he came in and he had a decent job. He did a decent job. Wasn't really threatened all that much, but he did what they needed him to do, which is at least calm things down and keep them in the game. But Toronto just too little, too late with the goals. Too little, too late. I still feel confident in Campbell. Wasn't like all of this was completely on him today. He didn't have a good day. Didn't have a good day. Look, even when Tampa's winning series, okay, Vasilevsky's not perfect. Look at game 1, right? This has not really been a goaltender's duel. This has been more about just which team wants it more, and they've been flipping back and forth. So I'm looking forward to Game 5 in Toronto, man. Look, that's going to be a hell of a game. I'm just loving that it's every other night. Good. The NHL did a good thing there. They really did. They could have screwed it up and had Tampa and Toronto playing on the same night as the Panthers. So I'll give them credit. They did a good thing. All right, that's enough for that. Appreciate all the new subscribers, all the new support. Lots of new people joining the Patreon and joining the YouTube memberships. I've been noticing some people have been upgrading. Big, huge thanks. You guys know I've been doing this for a long time, trying to turn the corner to be able to make this more of a full-time thing. So every little bit helps, and I mean that. So appreciate all the support. Tomorrow's Panthers. I will put out a community post. I'm going to try to do the live stream before the game. I usually do a pre-game live stream before the game. I've been sick the last week, so I haven't done one for the playoffs just yet. But I think if I feel like this, I'll at least do an hour or a half hour. I don't think I'll be able to do 90 minutes. But as long as I continue to improve, I should be doing something tomorrow. So just check out the community post, and I'll let you know what time that is. All right. Appreciate it. I'll see you again tomorrow.